This is the Bentley Batur Convertible, only 16 of these in the world, and I'm going to be the first person to ever drive one today. Woo! Oh! Oh, I was not expecting that! What makes this car so special? A lot of things actually. First of all, it's the most powerful Bentley ever made. It's the most expensive Bentley ever released. You know, there's been other Bentleys like the Blower that have gone for auction a lot more, but this is the most expensive Bentley ever released. The Batur cost $2 million. The Batur Convertible, which is even more rare, is gonna go north of that. No official price yet. Everything can be customized, you know, from, of course, the paint and the spec, you know, so this is emerald green. I know that from far away. It looks like it's black. It has the hand-painted, you know, orange and gray spec. The grille itself is, in my opinion, one of my favorite parts of the entire car because you have the dual tone kind of color in the grille, but if you look closely, it's literally its own layer. So it's like popping out from the actual bonnet. So, you know, this is gloss. This is more of a matte feel. The Bentley logo is on that kind of forward-leaning grille, and it looks really good in person. This piece of the grille connects perfectly with the headlight line. So this part right there goes behind the front of the car, continues through the grille, and then exits out the other way, and it looks just really, really elegant. A couple of more details that you might not notice. Bentley has always had the kind of two headlight look right in the front. This one is single headlight, which kind of makes it look a little bit different, but the Bentley design language is very much there. It's just a different kind of look for Bentley, but I am totally into it. One thing that I also like that is not immediately obvious when you see the car is this right here. So this is the endless bonnet, and this is actually inspired by the 1939 Bentley Corniche that had the same exact line if you look at the photos. The front splitter is carbon fiber. There's carbon fiber basically everywhere in this car, but you know, they have this pretty exotic looking shape. I mean, it's obviously the most powerful Bentley ever made. So they're going for a sportier look. You know, Bentleys, if you're looking for adrenaline and you know, kind of like horsepower, I would say that Bentley is not the brand that you would think when you think of that, right? You think of Bentley as more of like a luxury brand, right? But they've brought the power to this one. So this is both luxurious and extremely powerful, 750 horsepower, and I can't wait to drive it myself. I've already heard the way it sounds, and when you turn this Bentley on, it automatically starts in sport mode, which is pretty unique. It kind of just emphasizes what this car is all about, right? Let's go around the rest of it. Carbon fiber side view mirrors. You have carbon fiber side skirts, okay? The wheels themselves also are pretty eye-catching. You know, you have the orange trim, and this piece right here, you know, will stay stable when you're driving it. 22-inch rims, and you know, proportionately, they look great on this car. On the back, a couple of details. First of all, you know, very much Bentley design language, very thin taillights though. So, you know, thin on each side. But if you look very closely, there's this little bit right there on the spoiler, which is very subtle, but I think it's perfect. I think that without it, it looks a little bit more bland, but when you have it there, it just kind of gives it a different kind of look. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's a nice little touch. Again, this for me is a car that has a lot of subtle details. In the back, you have Akrapovic exhaust pipes, titanium, carbon fiber, rear diffuser with the orange trim again. And it's crazy because when I look at this from the shadowy side, this literally does look like it's black, but it's crazy how much this changes in the sunlight. So still on the outside, but feels like the inside is this bit. This is all leather, feels very nice, very premium. You have more over here, but this is a detail that I love. So it basically kind of looks like a spoiler, right? Like it takes the shape of the headrest because there's no seats in the back, right? So they kind of had to make this have that kind of barchetta feel, like a sport car of the past. But I really like this detail because it's like carbon fiber, it's behind the headrest. It's got the same kind of shape, but it does look like a spoiler. I mean, when you look at it from behind, it's like hovering. Just glide your hand through it. It's got the center spine down the middle, but I love that detail. And look, with a car this special, I'm gonna take the opportunity to introduce you to SBXcars.com, our very own premium car auction platform where you can buy and sell some of the most special cars on the planet. So supercars, collectible cars, race cars, you name it. If you wanna check it out, the link is in the top right corner right there. Have a look, it's worth it. Now don't forget, I'm actually gonna be the first person to ever drive this, genuinely the first person. Let's take a look at the inside. So of course, when you think of Bentley, you think of luxury, On the interior, you're gonna get leather everywhere, of course. I love the emerald green with the orange speck. On the inside, many materials. You have low carbon leather, you have Dinamica, which is basically like a sustainable kind of suede Alcantara. It's an innovative way of replicating that kind of texture. What I like too is if you look at the sides, you have this carbon fiber detail, right? But as it goes towards the sides, it becomes completely glossy black and it transitions like seamlessly. Right here, titanium dials everywhere. This says coach built by Mulliner, Bentley Batur down the middle, titanium dials. When you go over to the passenger side, you're gonna see these sound waves. That is the sound wave of the W12, the very last W12 to be on a Bentley, coming with the Batur Convertible. And they decided to make a graph right there to show it. Very physical pieces too. These are called the organ stop vent controls that Bentley does. And I think it's awesome that some car brands decide to not make everything, you know, touch screens. Down the middle, start, stop, okay? And one of my favorite features, when you press this, beautiful. I mean, how nice does that look? I mean, a lot of Bentleys have this, of course, but you know, the rotating screen will never get old. You have the physical dials here. It feels very fancy, an absurd level of fanciness. But if you press the screen button, you can go to your touch screen, you know, with all your different kind of, you know, car, infotainment, phone, climate, whatever you need. But I do feel that if you're driving a Bentley, this feels nice. I mean, this is kind of what you're looking for. Another feature that you're not going to see on the normal Bentley Batur is this button right here, whether you want the top up or top down. This takes 19 seconds and can be done at up to 30 miles an hour. Will look pretty cool to do this in motion. Very nice. So as you can see, this is a soft top. It also makes life easier because, you know, sometimes you get these convertibles with hard tops, but if you see a soft top Bentley Batur from a distance, there's no way you're confusing that with the coupe. Of course, look, the coupe is awesome. There's 18 of them, but the convertible is even rarer, just 16 pieces that will ever be made. I'm gonna turn it off one more time just to make this point. When I turn the car on, sport mode will automatically be activated. So you have Bentley mode, comfort mode, custom, and sport. If I turn it on, this will light up straight to sport because this is basically a luxurious supercar. So let's give it some revs. It's got some pops. Actually, I gotta do the top down. I mean, I have to drive this with the top down, right? This car sounds great. I mean, I'm all about these pops. With cars like this, it's awesome. Like, I'm super excited, but there's something in the back of my mind that's like, you know what? You gotta be a little bit careful, because even a speed bump will put you in like lifelong financial debt, you know what I mean? All right, and this is right up my alley. I mean, I can't afford it, but you know, having like a comfortable, luxurious car that sounds and feels like this is awesome. It's like the best of both worlds, you know? Sometimes when you get pure luxury, you kind of miss the kick that you get from supercars or hypercars. But then when you're in a hypercar or a supercar, you're like, you know, after like 3 hours, you're like, you know what? I kind of just want to relax. I need to breathe. Too many emotions. But this is like, you know what? I'm chilling, I'm cruising, it's comfortable, but if I want to, I can just push it. Wow. This will do 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.3 seconds. 740 horsepower. It's a 6-liter twin turbo W12. Launch control. Ready? Sport. Woo! Oh! Oh, I was not expecting that. Because when I was accelerating on the highway, you know, the speed, like, it picks up. But the launch control is crazy. When you're in McLaren, it's like you need to like disarm a bomb, you know? Like when you're in McLaren, it's like this. This is just slam on the brakes, hit the gas, let go of the brakes, launch. Huge thanks to Bentley for making this possible. The probability of actually bumping into a Batur in the wild, much less a Batur convertible, is like, it's almost impossible. I mean, no one's gonna get to really see it. So, you know, I've been in it, but I kind of wish that I could see what it's like from the outside.